G'day everyone, welcome to episode 9 Off-Road Yarnsman podcast. Whether you're a Subaru Birkenstock wearing person or a Flash person like this 79 owner with quad bikes on the back, this is the one podcast for you. How was that intro?
Hollywood they call me.
You ripped me the other week for not doing a good intro, so I thought I'd put a bit of effort in this week.
Who did I whack you? Yeah, I'm good, Braz, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. How are you travelling, Braz? You're looking cute tonight.
Well, if you're not on YouTube, you're definitely missing out because I've mate, I've got my mullet back, I've got my cowboy hat on, got my sunnies on, can't even see the screen. I've gone all out for you YouTube watchers, so if you're on Spotify,
you're missing out. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you don't know what you're missing.
Yeah. So what have you been up to, Russ? What have you been up to? Working?
Another solid fortnight, mate. Obviously I'm back at work now, back on the shuts. The 12-hour days are kicking in. And, it's hectic. It's hectic, mate. So, getting some money back into the bank and keep this Hollywood reputation, as you would say. And just going about our business, mate. So, not a lot's going on in behind the scenes. Obviously, we're trying to sell a bit of merch for our channel and stuff like that. And I've been doing a bit of editing for the boys trip I did with the Wacker boys and Brownie, and so I'm hoping to get that episode out, the first one of 3. I think it'll be a 3-part series. So I'm hoping to get that first episode out. I was actually hoping to get it out tomorrow, but doing this party's actually trying to spanner in the works. So I've got a last sort of few minute touches to do, and should get that out Friday, I'm hoping. So in the background, mate, that's what we're doing. The people that get to listen to this won't get to see. I'm actually back to my headphones. I've just gone out and bought the same microphone as Jaden so we can match up the voice, or like the audio, sorry. And I've just gone and bought myself a really solid set of headphones to suit. And we just spent half an hour before we started recording tonight trying to get it to work and can't get it to work. So I don't read instructions. Instructions aren't something I'm real good at. I can read and write, but I just don't do instructions. I just plug everything in and hope it works. So unfortunately, I'm back to my old headset. So our audio will sound exactly the same as it has for the first 8 episodes, I should say. So anyway, we did get some feedback off a few of his on the audio, and a couple of people have said that my audio sounds clearer and yours was a bit crackly. Shout out to Gav, a guy in his troopy. I lean on him a bit, mate, and just sort of get his feedback, and he said
favoritism.
Favoritism, he's looking after his mate. Cheers, Gav. Then I was just sort of yarning to another lad, and he was saying that if push come to shove, you would be a bit clearer. And I'm just trying to, God, I'm hopeless with names, brother. Let me just have a bloody look here.
Well, while you're having a
look, who was I talking to?
We better shout out our supporters.
You should, bro.
Accessories. We got too many beers in us already, so we're racing ahead. Devil Accessories, which is my business. Got a few bits of 4-drive gear, and doing stickers now. And you can also get Off-Road Yardsman stickers. We'll get them on the website hopefully by the time this episode's out. We got Renegade grips. They do all your grips inside your car. You can place all your grab handles in your car, which is really good. Do all your colours and all that sort of jazz. Provoked Apparel. They do all your shirts and merch, whether you want some personal merch for your cars or channel or whatever, to all the way for a big company where you want 1,000 or a couple of thousand shirts or hoodies. And also Anarchy Auto Care, because I'm lazy. And it's great to be on board with them because they make your car washing easy, or you can go to the absolute extreme like Hollywood over here with having a Flash 79, having it shining in the sun, and not using it in the dirt.
Settle down.
Big shout out to those people. Go check them out if that's something some products you're interested in. And So did you
A
figure
couple
out
of
the
small
name was?
local businesses, mate. Get around them, 100%. So just a quick shout out. Yeah, it was Justin Rose from Oceanic Adventures. Yeah, I've been having a good yarn to him, and he was the other one. Sorry, Justin. You can, you can roast me later, bruss. But yeah, I had having a good yarn with him during the week, and he was saying the same thing, that if push come to shove, he thought you sounded clearer. So, but he said, yeah, he didn't have an issue with the sound or whatever. No one has. So like we'll slowly edit that. Play around with it and see if we can get it sort of mint. But yeah, we've had a few people send in some stuff before the last episode, a few questions, and we didn't get around them, so we'll be reading them out tonight. But again, like you've just shouted out the sponsors, I shouldn't say sponsors, my bad, supporters of the potty, getting around us, absolute legends. But just to the people that, just even the feedback that we're getting, it's meant we're getting, even Justin was saying, the longer the better. He reckons we'd run out of steam. One of his statements was he reckons we might run out of steam after about an hour and a half, and it's just like, we'll have to show him on episode 10, Buzz, that we don't run out of steam too quick.
That's the big news we can announce on this one, actually. We had, I think it was the last episode or one before, I said we needed one person, well, we're doing it anyway, we needed one person to message in. And big old Luxy, he messaged in and said,
"Thanks, Evan.
We're doing a big dog, episode for episode 10. So, we're working on keep an eye on our Instagram, because we might be doing something a bit special for that one. But we're doing a couple of hour potty for that one. So, it could be 2 or more, or it could be up to 5. Who knows?
I think, and look, I mean, I think we've sort of just made a commitment to ourselves, mate. We'll do it well. We're both on days off, so we can have a couple of tins and relax, not be under time constraints, but then just not have no limit. So it could go for an hour and a half, and Justin might be right. We're running out of puff. I don't think he's going to be right. I think we'll sort of punch on through an hour and a half, but we're just sort of no limitations. And it could be a case of, it'll be the biggest flop, because everyone will get to an hour and a half and they'll run out of steam and think, what flops? But you and I will have an absolute blast that night. So episode 10 should be meant. And like you said, won't give too much away. But we're gonna try something different, brother, eh?
100%. If we can, well, hopefully we're a bit
pull it off.
I'm trying to hook your microphone up. As long as we can
do a bit better than that. We'll work on that. That'll be the bloody first thing we work on. So, all good. No, so what's the go with the mullet, mate? Just feeling like you need some longer hair.
Yeah, well, I had to, but I I used to have a mullet and a mow and all that, and just kind of missing it, having the drawbacks. And but it's a bit for the YouTube channel. There's I've got some video ideas for my personal one, Jag the Joker. So
get around it.
I'm building a bit of a character. I'm going to do a funny video if I get the time. So this is the part of it. You will. Okay. You're going to have to go check it out and wait and see if I get time. If it happens. If not, just go.
Well, you don't. You seem to have a lot of time, Jaden. Yeah, you don't seem to be sitting around much at all.
Just got back from Queensland 2 days ago, a day ago.
What was that like, bud? So there's a bit of family catching up. It was good to get over there with family, and did a bit of punting and that over there.
Yeah, went over for 9 days or something, caught up with the fam. That was mainly the event. I would love to go exploring around a bit more, but go catch up with the fam. But we grabbed a hire car, and sort of touching back on a previous episode, this hire car was a little Corolla or something, just to get us around, but had all the new technology in it, and obviously not as much as some, but I was at the start I was like, oh, this is sick. Like it had the cruise control, so you put it in cruise control. I'm probably going to sound like an idiot here, because people are probably, I've had that in my car for ages, but I've run around old cars, so I don't know. But you put your cruise control in, you can set automatically to how far it follows the car in front of you automatically and all that. It's just not an option. You can't even turn it off. So you can have it like your ages away or you're a bit closer. And it's also got lane assist, where it fucking reckons it holds you in the road, which I thought was a bit weird because it felt like it was trying to put in the middle of the road. But by the end of it, I was off it. I was losing my shit with. I mean, I'm an angry driver as it is, but when it comes to the
calm
city,
down, take a breath, mate.
I was not. I didn't like it. We had a car, like traffic, sort of slowed down in front of us, and this car decided thought we were going to crash, so it locked the brakes up on us. And
true.
As I was going for the brakes to do it nicely, well, it would have been, it would have been a little bit rougher, but yeah, this thing locked up, and I have heard of people doing this in the past with a plastic bag going from the car. I think I mentioned it before, so that was a bit of a. Didn't really enjoy that, but I can confirm. They do go good up mud hills, so got a bit of an itch.
Doing a bit of off-road.
Well, actually, it wasn't intentional. So I was at my pop's place and thought I'll go get him some fuel to run the mower and stuff, and went up the road with my wife, and I was like, oh shit, we should Google what's around here, because they were having an afternoon nap, and there was some lookout, and it looked pretty cool. So we chucked it in Google Maps, headed off, and come off this bitumen road, and I was, this is going to like bush tracks. I was like, we'll see how far I can go. And it started raining, and it was all clay up there, and it ended up quite steep. So we had wheels spinning, and we had quite a few weird looks, because must have been a few other people had the same idea, and they've all got 4 drives, and we were up this little Corolla. Bloody mud everywhere and spinning up trying to get up these. But
no damage?
Nah, mate. He loved it. Well, I know that we did scrape, so hopefully they don't look underneath. Apart from that, it was a bit uneventful. Just goes around, got back. I went to a bit of a sports event the other day. Went to Festival of Speed in Perth. Got to meet me.
That looked wicked, Russ.
I had a fanboy moment meeting Mad Mike. If anyone knows, in the drifting scene, he's a big sponsored by Red Bull and all that carry on, and builds all these cool cars. So that's about it.
Yeah, the photo, you look like you're blushing, bros.
Oh mate, I couldn't keep him off me. All this sort of stuff. And,
beating all the Red Bull drivers off with a stick, eh? Yeah, I can imagine. I only imagine. What did you tell him? You tell him your Corolla story doing mud hills?
No, he just heard I was on the Off-Road Yarns and podcast, and he just couldn't go off me,
No, you won't be the first or last.
Anyway, should we
good stuff. I might just quickly, mate, we will. I just want to quickly another shout out to Big Trove. I've been having a yarn to him too, and we're getting some really good feedback. People are loving the potty, but Big Trove sent us in a suggested topic. We're not going to get around to that on this one, but I reckon that's a good one for episode 10, when we can just cut loose and we can punch a few ones out. And then I did say to him that we'd get a hold of him before that episode, and we'll put another question box up potentially for episode 10, and just get everyone's feedback and chuck out some random topics and all the rest of it. And again, as I said to Trav, like what I want him to do before we film or record, episode 10, just to give us, the topic that he suggested, just to give one of his stories that reflects that or relates to it. So he's keen to do that for us as well. So and the other thing, mate, that we've had it probably 4 or 5 times now, and we're new to the scene, but getting other people involved in the potty rather than just us two ugly mugs just randomly talking. But and look, we're getting good feedback, but just getting some other people involved. So if you guys out there want to get involved in any way, shape or form, unfortunately we're not in a position where we can all meet up, because obviously Jaden lives in Perth and I live up here in the Pilbara, so having a big meet up's a bit of a no-go at this point in time. Never say it's nothing we can't sort out for the future. But look, even if it's audio videos or audio questions or whatever, we'd love to hear a few more of them. But But let us know what you want to do there, because people do want to get involved. I mean, I'd love to have like a bloody screen here with 10 blokes on here or chicks or whatever, and just everyone just yarning or whatever. Get pretty busy. But yeah, look, give us your thoughts on that as well. So, righto, Russ. What do you reckon? We bang out these this week's or this fortnight's bloody questions, eh?
Yep.
Do you want me to crank her out the first one, Bruz, or?
Yeah. So our John DeCosta. Is it John DeCosta? John DeCosta.
Johnny DeCosta, yeah.
The
Mad Dog, this one.
Mad Dog.
Yeah.
He's always on.
Adventure and be adventurous.
Yep. So he hit us with, if you have 7 days off with a budget to match, where would you go and why? It's a good one. You wanna hit it off?
Well, look, I'm gonna just be boring, mate, and say the Kimberley, because it's our special spot. Yeah, we love the Kimberley. And obviously, last year, anyone that knows us knows that we got up there and we caught our first ever Barras. And a couple of the places we went, now we've got the trailer and we can cart the 2 quad bikes. We are absolutely champing at the bit to hook that trailer up and get back to that particular spot, and catch up with the Morgan family again. I'd love to. We really want to get up there and catch up with Ronnie and Coralie and the kids when they're not flat out running their tours, because they're flat out once they're in, because they only get to do tours for essentially 6 or 7, 8 months or whatever of the year. They've got their season where they need to be running their tours just because of wet season and it's the climate up there. So when those guys are running their business and it's flat out, that they don't stop. So it's sort of hard to bloody get any time with Ronnie and Coralie and the kids. So we would love to get up there outside of that time and then just spend some more time with Marie and Colin and just get on the quads and just attack it up there. Just go fishing for barra. That's our dream, mate. But do it on the quads and then be in a position where we'd love to be in a position where we could take the trailer and get the permission of Marie and Colin to maybe leave the trailer at their place and take off on the quads from there, which is it'll probably only take us an hour or two to ride out to a particular water hole or to somewhere. There's a couple other spots. I've been watching this other bloke on YouTube, Snagabara, and he drove into a spot just recently up in Wyndham area with his quad and went fishing and seen a couple of good big barras. I caught a couple of big barras and seen a bloody big croc. And he actually got some footage of this croc, these 2 crocs mating. That's sick footage. If you've never watched Snagabara, might not be everyone's cup of tea, but I love him. He lives in Wyndham. He's a Wyndham local. I'd love to do that. Let's go back up to Kimberley with the quad bikes and do that. There's so many places down south I want to go and take on. 7 days, endless budget. I'd love to get down there, catch up with you, Russ. Just to get around the campfire and talk shit with you and do a bloody bush potty, but just spend a couple of days with you and Shannon. And just get away, and wherever you wanted to take us, man, I'd love to do that. Obviously, Johnny DeCosta, who's asked this question, love to go away with him and Kenny and Trent, great blokes to, when we went down to Perth and pick up the trailer, Trent opened his block of land up for us, and just absolute legends, the 3 of them, and thanks again, Trent, if you are listening to this one day. But those lads are absolute champions, and they love their fishing, their crabbing, their fall drive, and they love all the same stuff we do. So, I'd love to go down there, and then, I'd love to get on another wacko trip. Where does it stop? There's so many spots I'd love to go. But, for me, ultimate trip, man, coming up. We're actually, there's another trip we're doing too that we've booked for 2026 with a group of our besties that we did our last Simo trip with. We got another trip in the making with those guys too. Which will be released in the future. But ultimate, mate, the Kimberley. It's boring, I know. I talk about the Pilgrim, the Kimberley all the time, but I absolutely froth the Kimberley. And again, too, 7 days, all the future trips, mate. I'd love I'd love to get Krusty over from the east and meet us like we talked about. Catching up with Regan in Alice Springs and doing the Fink Desert race, and then Krusty's like, I wouldn't mind joining you and come over there. It'd be just, I'd love to do that. Do you know what I mean? But I'm getting off topic a little bit in the fact that I'm just doing dream trips now. Like, just I've got 7 days off and but let's just roll with the Kimberley, Russ. What about you, Russ? Where are you going? You coming to the Kimberley with me or what?
It all depends if you're including travel, because obviously I'm down south, so 7 days sort of, I'm the similar, I fell in love with Wynnum. I spent a day and a half there, and I would love to go do the Umbagari track, and that is my that's at the top of the bucket list. We've known about it before. It'd be awesome if we get out there together, and
sick, brother, sick.
Meet and know Ronnie, and just top bloke and just an amazing area. So that would be my top. Obviously, there's probably a trip you want to spend a bit more than 7 days, especially if you're doing the
you can't do the Umbi in 7 days.
Yeah. So
if we go up there and we do the Umbi together, mate, we're going for a month. 100%. Yeah.
So apart from that, obviously, like I said, it's absolutely incredible up there. But if it was not that, I'd say I'd love to go back to Shark Bay. When I went there previously, I didn't take Shannon, my wife. I'd love to go, go up there with her. She loves fishing. I'm just a drinker.
Yeah.
She loves getting on the rod, and just so much to explore there. Like, I think I spent there a week previously, or just under or something, and I don't know, there's so much to see there. Like actually going all the beaches and stuff. So. Even Steep Point and all that, it's just incredible in there. Like it's, you could, even 7 days, I don't think would be enough really. Like you can almost spend 2 weeks in there, I reckon. But it'll probably be my 7 days, I reckon. I mean, like you said, there's so many trips that'd be cool to go do, and love to get over east at some point, and bits and pieces, and like Shark Bay or up in the Kimberley is definitely my type. It's just, I don't know. You can't beat it, I don't reckon.
And look, I mean, no, you can't. And look, I mean, as you're talking, mate, and I'm thinking about all these different trips, I'm just thinking about these guys that are written on the page, and Evan, I've been speaking to Evan. I know you have too, Russ, for the last few years, and I'd love to go down and meet him. I'd love to. There's one bloke, man, who I want to give a massive shout out, who I speak regularly with, and you and I had some yarns with him just recently. We're doing a bit of a 3-way yarn on the potty and that. But Brendan from Ocean Heart Adventures, absolutely love the bloke. He's just an absolute, genuine, absolutely legend of a bloke. I just spoke to him the other day. He's got some bloody health stuff going on. He's battered and bruised, and mate, I love you, Brendan. You're an absolute legend, and I wish you well this week. I think he was. So what have we got? Tuesday today, is it? Or Monday? I don't even know what day it is, Bruz. But he was going to a doctor's appointment yesterday. He won't get this. I actually am going to get off this potty this evening. I'm actually going to send him a message because, man, he reaches out to us all the time. He gives us feedback. He yarns with us. He is an absolute gentleman, and he's another guy, man, where I could spend 7 days with him just talking shit because he loves a yarn. He is the Birkenstock king of Birkenstock kings. Knows his way around a Subaru and a set of Birkenstocks, and I know he'll get a laugh out of that. But man, to go and I would love to just do a trip with him, and you and me and him, bros, like that, and so many other people, all these guys on this page, and that's not trying to suck up anyone's ass. Like, I just want to meet everyone because it's so, you get limited time off in a year, and you want to sort of make the most of it. There's so many people that I want to meet. There's so many people I want to yarn with. There's so many people I want to just have a fish with and drink some piss with and all the rest of it. Getting completely off topic because we've just got 7 days and it's a great trip. So, but yeah, I just want a big shout out to you, Brendan, because I know he listens to the potty. I think actually Brendan probably watches it also. Shout out to you, Ruz. Love ya. You're a legend, and you keep me Yeah, cheers, bros. Cheers. Because you keep me grounded in a lot of ways. Because I do lean on him a little bit, just even for opinions on YouTube or Insta or just anything, man. He's just a real switched on bloke, but he's passionate and he's loyal and dedicated. So, yeah. Cheers, bros. Good on you.
Yeah,
So,
I had the privilege of meeting him before. Had him at the weekend.
Yeah.
Event. Yeah, all around top. I mean, apart from he drives a Nissan, that's a bit of an iffy
yeah,
player, but
what a flog. Yeah.
apart from that, he's not too bad.
I reckon we'll get into a Toyota in another year or two, though.
Surely.
Yeah. Nah, but so thanks, Johnny. Johnny DaCosta, Adventure Be Adventurous on Insta. Yeah, I'll laugh a minute at the lad.
And
thanks for your question.
Love to hear your 7-day destination, guys.
Let
us know.
I reckon, yeah, 100%. And if you're asking Johnny where he'd go, anywhere where you can drink piss, he'd say, I reckon. Doesn't mind a drop. Doesn't mind tipping a couple back, old Johnny. So, no, thanks, mate. Righto, Raz. Hit it off. What do we got?
Next one, Mr. Dylan from Last Minute 11. So this is sort of linked. This question's linked to our little collab I did with him a while ago.
Yeah.
So we did. I think it was 2 episodes on his channel, and then he come down south. He did 2 episodes with him, exploring around, and then he did an episode on my channel, and I did a potty with him. And so I'll read the question. This question is the item you always forget. All yours, Jaden. And the story behind this one was we were planning the trip, and I said, right, you're driving all the way down to my joint, I'll take care of the food. You know, you're paying for all the fuel and shit, I'll take care of all the food, all goods. You just come down, bring your piss, camping gear, I'll take care of it all. And, you know, met up in the morning. Filming, pulled up for lunch. Oh, yeah, we'll start cooking some snaggers, pulled the food out. Well, guess who forgot the pan and tongs and cutlery and plates and everything?
No oil or anything, bro?
Nah, nothing. So, it was a bit of a dig at me. Well-deserved dig
it was definitely a dig. Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's a loaded question. It's a loaded question, brother.
But have you ever had a big? I know you're pretty old. I'm run and gun. I sort of. Just all right. Let's go for it. My camp trips are always last minute, and I suppose it being down south, it's quite close and stuff. And have you ever had any where you're like, shit, I forgot? I know you can always forget little things which you probably don't need, but have you ever had a big oh shit, I've forgotten, and it's half ruined your trip, or?
Yeah, and look, I was just giggling because you are again, to the people that don't know, Jaden and I have never shaken hands. We actually have never met in real life, or as in person. I should real life, but we haven't met in person. But we've known each other for it's probably over 12 months now, through phone calls and just social media or whatever. But just being on the phone and yarned up, and then obviously now we're recording episode 9 on a potty, and love it. It's gold. But I laugh all the time, brother. Then. Because we talk pretty much every day, and you'll just send me random things like you've just got home, you're going away for the weekend, and it's like I've got to leave at 6, and at 5 o'clock you're still just fuck. I've just got shit everywhere. Just get it in there. Let's go. You are you probably could steal Dylan's name off him as last minute living last minute organisation. You've got him covered. Because you do, so I reckon you'd probably forget more shit than me. But so for me, most recent, and we are, man. We're I'm not going to lie, not to sound like a bloody flog, but we're pretty organised, Fee and I, and I've sort of got that. If we're going away, even for a weekend or whatever, as soon as I know I've got time off, I'm already just on full organisation mode. I've got whiteboards everywhere. I've got a notepad, mate, that sits at the end of the bench, so it's in our face all the time. And Fee sort of giggles sometimes. I'll be at work and Yeah, I'll think of something and I'll just send a a message saying, remember the forks. And she'll send back a message, what forks? It's like, I remember taking the 2 forks out of the kit the other day. We need to put them back in. So I'm always thinking about that. So we're sort of pretty good. We don't really forget a lot. But just recently we headed down to Bella Bella, the same place we did the video for the trailer. Just as a bit of a recce because I hadn't been down there for quite a few years. Had it in our heads, day trip. We'll take on one of my mates, one of my best mates, Dallas. I think he sometimes listens to the potty, but sort of said to him, "Look, we're going to film today. We're just going to do a little day tripper, bit of a recce. We'll chuck him up on the tube and chucked all the cameras in, chucked everything in. Got down there, pulled up, grabbed the camera." Not a battery in sight, bros. Not a battery in sight. Not only no batteries in sight, not an SD card in sight. Everything's still at home. Took all that shit out, SD cards at home, no batteries. It's like, I was a bit shitty. At the time, I was a bit like, this, because it's certainly not having a go at the misso, but I'm real regimented. It's like, I love everything in its spot. I love to just come home and then just like, so before we leave it, there's a process. We just put everything on charge and we put everything in its spot. And it was a bit just one of those moments where, have you done it, babes? Yep. Have you done it? Yep. And neither of us done it. So that was our fault. But I was gutted. Not gutted, but I was just like, I had, like on the way down, I'm thinking, we'll be able to get this bit of footage and we'll truck the drone up here and we'll be able to do this and it'd be nice to get this and get some photos of it was really good conditions, get some drone footage of the ocean and my mate, never been with us on a day trip like that with the cameras and all the rest of it, and he was a bit excited about getting on the camera and having a bit of a laugh and a bit of a joke and all that with me, and just not a thing, and I was just like, bullshit. So I sort of said to Fee that day, and I imagine being in a position where, that epic trip, that once in a lifetime, imagine you, Russ, like you're going down there to meet Dylan to do a bloody collab, and you get there, a frying pan, and you can get away with it, but imagine just turning up down there and not a battery, not an SD card, nothing. Like how, if we just like, so we're doing a YouTube collaboration, and you've got no SD cards or batteries for your cameras. Yeah. Sick setup. Yeah, so that was probably our most recent, not life changing, not a big deal. We just made a day of it. It was still a sick day and all the rest of it. I can't off the top of my head remember. Just there's been times where we've definitely forgot shit where I've just thought that's a bit annoying. Yeah, that's a bit annoying, but never to a point where we've. Not that I remember that we've actually had to like turn around, go home, or it's just we haven't been able to compromise some way, shape or form. Not in the most recent few, most recent 5 or 10 years anyway. Like we write lists, we're so regimented with it. But again, and I think that's that thing of we're probably fortunate that we don't really use our car as a daily, our going away car as a daily, so our shit can stay in there. But I'm still, again, there's been times, mate, where we've got like about 8 cap lamps, and I might just go and pinch one out. I'll go to charge it, and it doesn't go back in there, and it's not in its spot, and then it's just like I hate moving spots. Like I get shitty. I'll say to Fee, she'll go to put something back, and it's not the spot that it's used. It's like, don't put it there. Don't just put it there. It needs to go in its spot because I want to go out there and find it. So, no massive moments where I've just thought, it's a game changer. This has just completely changed apart from no batteries for your camera if you're going to go and film for the day. It's pretty awkward. So, yeah. What you don't have that big left behind item apart from frying pans?
I suppose it's a little bit different too. Like a lot of our trips are like just overnighters, and when we and it's always the rush trips, but you don't really need it. Like you can literally get away with an esky, a couple of beers, and some snaggers. Like it's not essential. Like a big one I've done recently with those short, just last minute trips is SD cards. I've done that quite a few of because I am just like, if I have a planned trip, I'm like weeks ahead. The camera's in here, everything's getting charged. I've cards going in, getting cleared, and I've done it lately where I've just last minute, let's go, and I've had it all sitting there cleared, but I haven't put anything back in, and chuck the drone. Oh shit, no memory card in that one. Oh yeah, let's chuck.
Shattering.
I did a recent one with I actually forgot to record it. A little video I did with my little sister, just riding push bike around a couple of spots here, and rolled up with a drone and GoPro, and didn't have any cards in it, so on the phone it went. I've done like another one on that last minute living collab. I went hopping me swag and realised I forgot a pillow and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, bad the pillow.
A couple of times, but get all your jocks and bloody spare shirts and pants and chuck it under your head. But like I said, like I've done lots of little bits. Like we went down the beach the other day and forgot me tire deflators. I didn't have, like, I've got me fancy ones, which I sell at Devil Accessories. But the automatic ones.
Shout out to Devil Accessories.
Again, we had a gauge in there, so we just let it down one by one, and
a
little bit slow.
That pillow's a killer though, bros. As much as you think of pillows, we did a weekender. Again, not a complete game changer, but just that whole, when you get to camp and you just, because we're both cars, we've had nets in both vehicles, in the new 79 and the 105 where we put the pillows, and then when you pull up at camp and you set your rooftop tent up, or the rooftop's usually got the pillows in there, but you set the chuck swag up, and then you open the door and see that net empty and think, oh no, did you not grab the pillows? It's like, no, I thought you were grabbing them. It's like, yeah, well, you thought wrong. And then having to sleep on your thing. We've, to the point, I think we've probably only done it once, maybe twice, to the point where, again, man, it gets a bit silly, but this is just who I am. We have camping pillows and we have house pillows for that reason. So when we're going away, I can just sleep on my pillow, and it's not a case of having to sleep on my pillow that night and then remembering to grab it. That camping pillow is packed days before, so there's mate. I don't forget those things. And again, that's that same thing, man. I have to run on lists. I can't wing it when it comes to that.
Yeah. Do you have, like, not to be, what's the word?
Nosy.
Male and female jobs, but do you, like, if I go on a solo trip, that's when I forget shit, because I'm out in the shed and shit anyway, so I'll grab all your bloody compressors and tools and your swags and all that sort of shit. And I've noticed if the missus doesn't got it, which is hence probably why I've got the frying pans, but she grabs all the, she's onto it, the frying pans, your cutlery, your bowls, your milk, all that sort of shit.
Yep.
Do you sort of have a set, when you're packing, do you have a sort of set list that you
Absolutely.
all sort of grab each, or?
Yeah. We do have our husband and wife roles and jobs to do. 100% we do. I probably control the list more, and I shouldn't say control. I run this because that's just my mentality. I have to have lists. Faye's pretty smart, man, and can just remember shit all the time. Whereas if I think of shit, I've got to write it down. So I've got this thing, man. I don't think it's a disability. Like, I think everyone has it. But if I write shit down, I remember it. So if I went to, again off topic, but if I need to remember something in the fridge for my day's work the next day, or if I'm going away, I can write that down on a notepad, and you can throw that notepad in the bin. I'll remember it because I wrote it down. But if I just try and remember it because I've just put it in my head, oh yeah, I've got to remember my pillow. I won't remember. I wouldn't say there's a 50-50 chance I'm not going to remember that pillow. But if I write it on a piece of paper and I get to see it, you can take that piece of paper away and throw it in the bin, and I'll remember the next day because I wrote it down. And I reckon there's other people out there like that. Let us know not in the comments. Let us know on Instagram or whatever. But yeah, love someone to let me know if I'm not the only weird one. But But yeah, like we've definitely got roles, man, like where I do the outside. I pack the cars, and when I say I pack the car, I pack, the roof rack, and I make sure the car's right, and I make sure we've got fuel, and we make sure we've got spare parts and cap lamps and all that sort of stuff. Fee's more predominantly the food, the drinks, and like like your frying pans and your coffee and all that sort of stuff. Like that sort of stuff, Fee sort of controls. And mapping. Fee does all the mapping. Man, if I say I want to go to the Kimberley, and this is where I want to go and what I want to do, I'll just go about my business, whether I'm just editing for YouTube or dicking around doing whatever I'm doing over that next few weeks. And Fee will just be on the research, mate, and just researches everywhere we're going, what we're doing. She's a gun for that. And then all I do is just turn up and just jump behind the steering wheel and just go, where we going, babes? And off we go. So, yeah, we definitely have those roles in our home. So, but for forgetting shit, not a lot, man. I don't forget a lot. And Dylan, I wish you luck for the next collab, bros. Because, yeah, old last minute packer here could just fit straight in there with last minute living, I tell you. Yeah, as a PA. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Rapping the brand, Right, cheers, guys, for that question.
Yeah, cheers, John. You're a legend, bros. Appreciate it, man. You're killing it too, by the way.
Yeah.
Check his YouTube out. He's grinding the lad. He's having a crack. Get on him. Good work. What do we got next, Buzz? Nath from Long Turn Adventures, eh?
Yeah, it's the one.
Righto. So, Nath.
Pronouncing names.
The what's that?
I said I'll let you read this one because I'm terrible at pronouncing that pub name, whatever it is.
Yeah, well, I didn't write the name down, but so
Stitch up.
Nathan's question was most overrated destination you've been to. Theirs was my phone's gone flat, so I won't be able to tell you anyway. It was
Ninja Gully pub or something.
Yeah, Napa Gully pub.
Yeah, might have been that one.
Yeah, well, my phone's gone flat, bro, so I can't even tell you.
Stitch up.
But yeah, most overrated destination you've been to. Oh, sugar.
I'd say mine's, I don't know, I wouldn't say too many overrated. Like, we went down Esperance Way, and it's still beautiful, but you look up Esperance and all these wicked photos come out of just sunshine and it's down that way in Esperance. You get like 10 days a year or 20 days a year where it's actually that nice and sunny. And we went down there, probably not the perfect time, but it's like you go to the town in Esperance and there's no internet. Like it's fucking
true.
It's a fairly big town. And we went down near New Year's. Oh shit, microphone's going south. We went down near New Year's and like none of the shops had anything. Went into Subway, didn't have any buns. Everything was shut, and like the actual town didn't impress me. And the beaches and stuff were nice, like where you go to the right spots they were killer. But you got to really pick your time to go to Esperance, otherwise it's just dog shit. Like I filmed it on YouTube and stuff, and it was just raining all the time. Like, by the end, I was just over it. Like I don't think I even finished the video off properly because I was just that last night. You'd find a 10-minute window and you had to quickly cook your food because we've only cooking out of the back of the cruiser. We didn't have wings or anything necessarily, and it was a bit like it's mint beaches and stuff, but they always portray it like it's this nice sunny place, and you get these killer photos which are taken at them perfect spots. But it was. I don't know.
So I think
it's busy too. Like, that's just more of a personal thing. I hate busy spots. And it's just packed,
same.
Like, just people everywhere. But that'd be my one.
And look, I think that stupid part, mate, is you can go to a place, and just depending on the weather and the population at the time. So if you go in that busy peak time, but just can be. You can go there and just have such a shit time, and then you can see other people. Like they do that Instagram versus reality photo stuff. Like that is a real thing. Like you can go to a place where you and Shannon could go to Esperance and say, "Bud, sick spot. Go down there." Everyone raves about Lucky Bay. Everyone, and I'd love to go to Lucky Bay. We just seen someone last year put up some photos and that at Lucky Bay, and it didn't look the same as what I've seen in the past. Just because of the shit weather, there's people there, and it was just like, cause the other times I see Lucky Bay, but there's bugger all people there, and you've got the place to yourself. So depending on the time you go there, can be the difference of, like whether it's all good or bad. But I reckon for the biggest hype is Broome. Like everyone just raves about Broome. Like Broome this, Broome that. Broome itself, I don't rate it. Like it's busy, it's cafe orientated. I don't know. Like don't get me wrong, man. It's not a bad little spot, but we've spent that many times going past, like going up that way. We actually don't go into Broome. We sort of just duck up to Cape Leveque and stay up there, or we go the other way. And if we go into Broome, we essentially go there for fuel or for beer or food. Like I don't know. Obviously, I think once you've been to Cable Beach and you've stood on Cable Beach and you've seen the camels and all the rest of it, you've sort of done it. Like, but that's my opinion, because it's flat out, and I think we're like you, brother. We don't want, it's not like we don't want to be around people. We don't like crowds, man. We hate the crowds. Like, we don't want to be around 1,000 people. I'm happy with just, myself and my wife and just like a little group of people, or people that are like-minded or whatever. But just, I don't know, like I'm just not into that sort of thing. I reckon Broome's so overrated, just in my opinion. I don't know whether we've ever... What's a spot we've gone to and I've just thought, yeah, God, that's just not what I thought it was going to be. I don't know, like every spot we've researched and we've just, I don't know, I'd love to get feedback on this of just spots that we've gone to and drove out of there and thought, that's not what I were expecting. We've sort of always just, and I think like anything, mate, just your adventurous side just makes a shit place a good place anyway. Do you know what I mean?
One I did go to, when this was quite a few years ago, Inskip Point, when we went there, and you see all these Facebook videos of people getting bogged, and I was like, when I went over and seen my old man a few years ago, I said, we're going to Inskip Point, because we're only around the corner. I was like, I'm going to go sit there and watch all these dickheads getting bogged. Like, hell yeah. And rocked up there, I'm like, is this it? Is this where people are getting fucking stuck?
Yeah. But
it was a letdown, and it was quiet as there was no one there. But I was baffled. I was like, is this what people are getting stuck in? Like, holy shit! But that was another one.
But and look, I mean, again, like Inskip Point. When you see it on YouTube and there's people everywhere, and it's like, because we drove in there with a camper trailer, mate, and just drove through there like a piece of piss. And it is what it is. Like, some days, obviously, it's hotter and the sand's softer or whatever, but I don't know what the go is. Because there was a lot of hype about it when we went there too, to Fraser, and I was pretty nervous, like, going in there, and we had, like... I don't want to be one of those guys. We were fortunate, mate. We went real early in the morning, before the crowds. We got on the first barge, and and don't get me wrong, like I didn't just idle in there. Like as soon as we got onto that X and we got onto that I was just on, like not we had a camper trailer, so didn't have the camper trailer bouncing over me roof rack and that with me, but we was not full sand, but we were on the sand. I was just not getting stuck there because I didn't really want to be stuck there. And then I sort of got halfway across. And I was just like, far out. Like, there's just not much going on here. Like, this just just keep driving. This is a piece of piss. So, I don't know, man. I'd love to think of a spot that I've just gone to and just thought, yeah, right. This just isn't what I was anticipating. I've probably been to places where I've thought it's not what I thought it was. It's better. But like I've never really gone to a spot where I've driven off and thought that was absolute dog shit. I'd never go. Oh, we have. Like we've been to places where I'd say I wouldn't go there again probably, but I don't know. I just don't have one jumping off the page at me, eh? to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Anyway, like, yeah, to go to the fact that you'd go to a pub and it would be disappointing, that is shattering. Because, yeah, that Panganelli pub, or I think that's how you pronounce it, like, it's actually got a pretty good reputation. And there's a lot of pubs out there that have got really good reputations. Yeah, like, I know when we went to Birdsville, probably the opposite. There was so much hype around going to the Birdsville pub, and then when we went to the Birdsville pub, but you couldn't hype it enough. It was absolutely sick. Absolutely sick. So, don't know. No, I don't have anything for that, mate, to be honest with you. Sorry, Nate. Yes, I know you've...
You just hits all the good spots, mate,
Yeah, I don't know. Just maybe we do hit all the good spots because we research and we don't really... Yeah, I don't know. Like, we don't...
And again, it's different. Like, up there, it's just epic. Up north, where to down south is, it can be dog shit with how many people there are, or it's just trashed, or it's just not as epic as up north,
Yeah.
But yeah.
But we see simple things as fun, man. Like and to be honest with you, this might sound like an absolute flog thing to say. I'm fortunate, mate, that I actually get to travel with my misso all the time, who's my best mate. Yes, I just did do that boys trip, mate, and it was the best trip of a lifetime. It was sick, but I get to travel and hang out with my best mate, being my misso. And if we go into a shit environment, we make it good. We never ever drive into an environment that's just rubbish, and just this is bullshit. I hate it here, and I'm over it. We're always just having a good time. Like, we always just try and make light of everything. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, like it's. I think it's maybe just. I don't know. We've probably been to places that I've been sort of a little bit overwhelmed with, or a little bit underwhelmed with. But yeah, I don't know. I love it. If I'm not working and I'm doing something that just involves just getting out there, I just love it. Do you know what I mean?
Any worse than going to work.
Yeah. Righto, Buzz.
Well, thank you very much for that question.
Yeah, thanks, Nath. And look, Nath he's a mad yarner. Like, he's really interactive with the potty and with the Insta. I can't thank you enough, Nath. Absolute legend, brother. Still waiting on that little story you're going to write me for your son, but you'll get around to that eventually.
I reckon we're squeezing another. We're at 55 minutes. We can squeeze another one in too, eh?
Yeah, we reckon, mate. I reckon we'll do that. 100%. Yeah.
Right.
So what have we got? Everest off-road?
Yeah.
I was actually just talking to Matty just today, man. I've just been having a bit of a yarn. He was talking about, he's just, well, I don't want to bloody spill the beans, but yeah, he's just ordinary Everest. But he was just talking about the rear bumper on his old Everest, like a big shovel. So he's just been dragging beaches around and tracks around for the last few years. But
I've seen you just did the old Holland track down south here, which is an amazing track. It's a really cool track, and no dog.
And so isn't that? Yeah, and but isn't that another track though? Like, you can go there when it's really wet, big bog holes, and then you can go when it's not as wet, and the bog holes aren't as big, and you can bypass and all. It's a completely different experience you would have, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's not really I think some people go on it thinking there's like it's up north with big cliffs and all, like it's not heaps necessary to look at. Like, there's bits and pieces and little rocky outcrops, but it's I was a bit surprised. I was expecting some epic bloody, but it's just I think it's cool for people down south. Is you're like if you do it slowly, it's like 3 days off road of just no one. Like, you're just in the bush and
wicked.
But there's heaps of history there, so it's just cool. But
I hear that.
Like, props to him for taking a camper down there. That's it's a bit gnarly in spots, especially it looked like a little bit of water around still. So
good on him. Good on you, matey.
Drag your bloody quad.
My toy hauler through there. My pretend toy hauler. Yeah, we're keen. So his question, brothers.
Yeah, send it.
What other state would you like to explore the most?
I would like to
Do you
say,
want to start, Russ?
Yeah, I
You
would
going?
like to say my drunken state. I'd love to just
Oi!
explore that, like just every day. Just,
I
just explore it to the
reckon
max.
that's been explored. I
So,
reckon that's been explored on many occasions, eh?
if we had a beer sponsor, I would be able to do that more often, but we're still waiting on that.
Yeah.
Waiting on that email, you know. So, if
Yeah.
anyone wants to hit us up, we can explore that
Yeah.
state. But
Yeah.
on a serious
Shout out to all the
note,
beer companies. Shout out to Absolute Vodka. Bring
I
it
don't
on.
care who it is.
Yeah,
But, you know,
yeah. We're not brand fussy. Any brand will do.
But on a serious, more sort of note, I don't know, like on, going to Queensland, especially just recently and all that, and you see it on YouTube. I don't like over east. Yeah, I sort of would like to hit the popular spots just to say I've done it, but it's not. I don't know. It's not something. It's just so bloody busy. Like you go to these beaches, you got cops, but you got radars out there. Like fuck, it's a highway. Like that's not camping in my books anyway. Like it's. Yeah. So if it wasn't WA, I wouldn't mind touching on South Australia, but probably NT. I didn't mind. I'd love to do that again, but slower and actually explore it properly. It's a pretty cool state, NT. Like it's a bit of a different world.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I felt like it was far between sort of spots. Like it's not like WA.
Yeah.
You get a WA, it's just spot after spot after spot, real close, and just really nice country drive through. But NT, there's some wicked pubs and there's some really nice spots, So NT would be my answer for for another state, apart from getting drunk.
And mate, it's funny you just said like how, WA is just like a spot after spot, and it's just like so weird. We're so different in the fact that we live up here, bros, and like everything's like 200, 400, 600 kilometres away from each other. Like we just don't have that. Everything's close like you did back in Victoria or whatever. But
when I did NT, it was some of that was like 500 a spot. Like it felt way.
Yeah.
Like obviously WA is still, like up north is still, there is that certain section. But when we were right up the top, it was just you went to NT and you were like, literally we'd do 500, but then you get to a pub and you're like, oh wow, there's a pub.
Yeah.
Then nothing again, and you're like, oh yeah, there's some hills and oh yeah, sick, and then you go the next day, there's another pub 500 k's up there. WA, it was, not necessarily. There's just, I don't know. I suppose what I'm getting at is there's more to look at, like the landscape. Like NT was just flat, or just bushes. Or, WA I felt was a more, you have hills, or like it was just as soon as you cross that border, you're like, shit, this is sick. Like, yeah. So like WA is the top. Like, it's definitely what I, if I'm packing the car and setting off on a big adventure, WA is what I'm hitting first. But and I quite enjoyed and would like to explore NT more.
Yeah, and mate, I'm probably going to be boring and just say the NT as well. The NT, the top end of Australia, is where we love to be. Look, I mean, the old man's lived in Darwin for over a decade, well over a decade now, and he just like bleeds NT, loves it, like just lives and breathes it, and just I think he came, like I said, he came and lived here for 18 months, and I just don't think he was ever settled, like it's very similar over here, but like the NT's just in his blood, loves the NT. But just for us, look, I mean, mate, we were sort of planning a Tassie trip in a few years' time. At this point in time, that's probably not going to go ahead. We've reconvened and we're going to do another trip just for certain reasons. South Australia, I'd love to go and do the Flinders and all this sort of stuff. Like, there's so many places in Australia. I'd love to do the Lap, obviously, as much as anyone. But the NT, the top end of Australia, if I couldn't... Because we're set in WA now. We absolutely love it over here. And grew up in Victoria. Like, most of Fees and I was growing up, Fees spent a lot of time doing the surf scene and doing Torquay and all that sort of stuff. And then sort of got into the bushy stuff later, but like I've grown up in the bush in the Vic High country, as pretty much for most of my sort of growing up days, or all my growing up days, to come up in the top end. Like, Queensland's beautiful, man. Like, especially the top end part of Queensland, like with Cape York and all that. But to go, I could spend 5 years just in the NT, just barra fishing. If it's not the top end of Western Australia for barra fishing, it's the NT. Like, they're in plague proportions up there. And I just, as much as Crocs sort of intimidate me and scare me a bit, I want to go and see the Crocs and the barra and all that living together, and I want to spend a fair bit of time in the NT in the next sort of decade. Love to spend some time over there with the old man. And just, there's so much going on in the NT that suits our lifestyle. You can ride quad bikes there still. You can go and do all that good fishing. You can go offshore from there, but you can go and, fish the creeks and the rivers and all the rest of it and get all those great fish that, instead of catching your little trouts and all the rest of it in Victoria or whatever, you can come up there and catch your big barrows and your mangrove jacks and those sort of fish. Like, the NT just 100%. Like, there was a bit of a shift in our mindset a couple of years ago where we were even contemplating moving to the Northern Territory before we decided we were going to buy a house here and settle here. Yeah, we were really contemplating going to the NT. It's just the work isn't there for us like it is here in WA, but otherwise we probably would have been there, and then but stayed close enough to that WA Victoria we could get back over to Wyndham. But 100% Northern Territory for me, man. I'm with you. It's got all the stuff that we love, and it is that, man, there's some mad landscape down and stuff all over Australia, but NT for me, Russ. I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
we need to do a trip up there too.
Yeah, I forgot about Tasmania.
Tasmania's sick. Tasmania's sick.
A cool spot. And one place I'd love to go for driving, it's not necessarily a state, but New Zealand, or like exploring New Zealand.
Oh, wicked.
Friggin' sick. Like, it's just, the country there, it's real, I don't know, like rainforesty, I guess, like all the mountains and bits and pieces. And I don't know, I reckon it's a bit on that. If we're talking about overrated places, I reckon New Zealand feels like it'd be underrated. Like, I reckon that would be dope over there. Like, it's
Yeah. Oh, mate, if you think of, like, just even, I reckon most of the people who listen to the potty or whatever, just most of the people that love our lifestyle, would dabble in four-wheel drive 24/7, whether they're vigilant, they watch every video, or whether they randomly watch them. To watch those guys over in the States and going to Utah and all these places, some outside of the actual four-wheel driving, which is off its face, like, at the end of the day, you can't deny that, man. There's some sick four-wheel driving over there. But some of the places they would drive into and the views, absolutely epic, man. Like, you'll never. I love Australia, man, and Australia's just next level. But some of the views of those guys, some of the places they would drive into, it's on par. It's 100% on par. Like, epic. So to get up onto that big, rocky outcrop and just look for as far as you can see and just see like that Kimberley walls and epic, bros. Like, obviously I'm 50, so I'm potentially, there's every chance I'm never ever going to go to America with a four-wheel drive and go and do four-wheel driving. I'm going to discover Australia as much as I can, but like, if I had my time again, if I was 20, I'd love to go to America and do that. Man, Fee and I, we spend so much time just talking about, it's a dream of ours, man. We still want to go to Canada. We want to actually do a year in Canada. If not a year, try and do like 6 months, do a 6-month stint in Canada. And we just talk, we sort of laugh about it all the time. From one tats like, we just go to Canada, buy quad bikes over there and just do the quad bike scene over there because it's epic. It's absolutely epic over there. So we'd love to do that, but again, off topic, man. Like, Australia, Northern Territory, it's the place to be. Outside of Western Australia, like, because that's where we live. But yeah, definitely Northern Territory.
So guys, if you'd like to sign up to our Patreon for $100 a week each, we'd be very grateful.
Yeah,
and,
go fund me.
You can.
We haven't been sued this. We haven't been sued this episode, though.
So you can instead of sponsoring a kid, you can sponsor an adult, and you can pay for our.
Well, and the jury's out on whether we are actually adults. Yeah, 100%. But nah, mate, some great topics. And we want you guys to get involved and let us know. When you send those things in, just tell us. What's your greatest experience? What have you done in the off-road scene, whether it be fishing, quad biking, motorbike riding, hiking, all the things you do. Just tell us a couple of stories. I want to hear your stories. I want to get a bit of a laugh out of some of the things that you guys have done and the experience you've done. And, because there's obviously, we're not going to have an experience in everything that you guys are asking. So give us your feedback, legends. We want that. I reckon I've said that. We should just call it the Off-Road Feedbacks Yarnsman's bloody podcast. But we just need the feedback. Bring it on. Send it to us.
Reminder for everyone too. We can do. I want some more audio messages, and we can play them on the. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but send the audio messages, and we can play it live, play it on the potty, and give yourself a big shout out to all our 100,000s of followers, and get around it.
Get around the world. So just quickly, mate, have you got anything coming up in the next? So before we do episode 10, which we'll obviously have to record that soon too. So obviously we're going to have episode 8 coming out, and then we'll have this one coming out. What do you got going on? Have you got anything, or is it all just getting back to work and getting your shit together and away you go?
No, it's all obviously.
So you just said something about the Cogent Up show, yeah?
Yeah. So this weekend, so it'll be after this episode comes out. But got a stall for Devil Accessories. We are right on the line I do an event with Provoked Apparel. Devil Accessories, Provoked Apparel. We do an event in Perth, which I'm hoping Brad can find time to come down. Weekend Fuel, it's called. So it's we've not sure exactly on the date, but it's going to be in May. Finally got back to us for a venue, which is a pretty cool event. It's a bit of a hybrid, so street cars, but it's also 4 drives. Really trying to push for 4 drives this year, so love to get a few people down. Ideally, we could get Brad down and do a bit of a potty, or even just to meet people, not necessarily record it on the day. But we've got a flex ramp, and I want to do a few 4-drivey sort of competitions and all that sort of stuff. So that's coming up. Sort of, I know it's a while away, but a lot of planning goes into it. But just busy, just stickers and.
Alright, so you just said stickers. What are we doing, bros? Because I'm gonna So obviously this won't come out for by the time the guys hear this. I want to put together a few packs. There's a few of you guys that are actually bloody loyal as to us. We're recording episode 9. We want to get on to 10, and for our 10th episode, we want to do a couple of giveaways, eh? And obviously, I want to sort of bloody throw a bit of Red Dust Adventures merch towards a few guys, and we want to get these bloody stickers. If you can get around to it, mate, getting some stickers, some Red Dust Adventure stickers, some bloody some Off-Road Yarnsman podcast stickers. We want to get some bloody Devil Accessories stickers out there, and just a bit of merch for yourself or whatever. Let's get some merch packs made up for these guys and get it out to them. And take it or leave it, legends. But we want to get you involved and just show our appreciation and thanks for coming along for the first 10. Obviously that will be announced for the 10th episode. But we're keen to do that. You'll be able to squeeze those stickers in sometimes while
time going on,
stick the broom up your ass and walk around and sweep the floor as you're going, sort of thing.
I'm just trying to get a hairstyle good at the moment. You know?
Yeah, but no,
but
you go well. You go well.
100% want to. We'd love to do some. Yeah, I reckon Tim will do a bit of do some giveaways and stuff, and get some.
Yeah.
Probably on Instagram or something. You know, follow along for details. But we'll do that, and then also try and, I don't know, I suppose get on the websites where you can purchase some stickers after.
Yeah.
You know, try and keep it nice and cheap for you, but obviously go back into not just spending it on piss. That comes out of our own money, but you know, it goes back into the podcast, whether it's paying for the recordings or equipment or whatever it is. You know, it doesn't go to waste.
Absolutely,
but,
absolutely.
You know, we want to do some giveaways, and I'll try and see if we can get some other stuff out of the supporters and all that sort of stuff. And
yeah, wicked. That'd be
just
awesome.
A big thank you. We harp on about it, but it really means the world to us that you guys spend the time to listen and give your feedback and messages, and you know, we're just two ugly blokes drinking piss and you know, just
talking shit.
Yarn.
Yeah,
so, it really means the world to us, and it's baffles us that you guys want to listen to us, really.
Yeah, no, wicked. It's wicked. Oh no, guys. Well, I think we're sort of bloody done. And again, thanks everyone. You're absolute legends. You're tuning in. You're taking the time out of your day or night or whatever and your lives to listen to us, a couple of hillbillies. And because we understand everyone's time is precious. And please, if there's anything you want to put on the potty, if there's anything you want to share, audio messages, keep pumping the Instagram. Yeah, I might not get back to you within the first hour, but I'll try my best to get around you and give you all the respect and the time you deserve. So, thanks, legends. Thank you, big fella. Looking cute tonight. Yeah, love the hairdo, mate. Bloody. Yeah. Here's to mullets all around Australia, eh? Legend. Yeah, bring them back. Bring them back.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you in the next one.
We'll see you for episode 10. It's going to be a cracker. And we will release the details for that.
Yep.
Cheers, eh?
Stay tuned. Later, bro.
See you, bros.
Yep.